I've been in the transitional lending space for now 18 years. And I can say on the private capital side, it's never been tougher than it is now. It's a really crowded market. And so you have to differentiate on things other than price. That's the last thing that we ever want to compete on. We make a very active pitch that we are the partner they want for certainty of execution and speed.
In general, what brokers want is good terms for their borrowers, but more importantly, lenders are actually going to do what they say they're going to do. I think for RRA, what brokers come to us for is the certainty of execution on the quote. They can take it to their borrower. It might not be the cheapest, it almost never is the cheapest, but we have to work every way we can to give them the reason to show that to their borrower and say, I think you should go with RRA.
In these time-pressured, quick close scenarios, I think that's where RRA thrives. And the approach that we take is transparency and front load your issues. We would discuss all the things that could come up, may come up, because we don't have a lot of time to deal with, 12th hour, 13th hour issues. Let's get it all out on the table. What are the things that could happen? What are the issues? And constant communication.
We service our loans in-house. And so them being able to contact me and then I can talk right to asset management, who sits right across the way from me, that comes in very handy as well. They really appreciate that.
The last thing you need is one more piece of unpredictability into that equation. Anytime we can pull that out, I love that opportunity. That makes us better than our peers in the marketplace.
I think our disciplined underwriting gives us a competitive edge in that we are able to get to decisions very quickly, whether it's yes or no, as soon as possible, and they can communicate that to their borrower, and hopefully that's appreciated.
These are long, multi-year, potentially even decades-long relationships that we want to make sure that we're nurturing and doing everything right.
You have to compete on reputation. That's all we have.
Increasingly, these are folks that have worked with RRA before, or somebody else they know has worked with RRA before and says, go to RRA if it needs to close quickly, or if you want somebody who's flexible and reliable. We're just drawing on our over decade of experience doing this exact same thing to see the patterns, to use the market relationships we have, and just really only trying to do the highest of conviction deals, where our high conviction matches the broker and sponsor desire to work with what we're providing. That's the ideal deal that we win.
We keep things in-house. Everybody here is working on the same deal, originations, underwriting, servicing, vertically integrated. That benefits the borrower directly.
We make investment decisions holistically as a team. There are many people who are an important part of that process.
We're upfront about what we can do and what we can't do, and then we make sure and we do it as we said.
We have a draw process that can work alongside with you to help create the value that all of us need to be successful.
You can't say that your core value is being passionate about continuous improvement if you're not making investments in technology. And so all of this goes back to being passionate about continuous improvement and making the investments in your team and in technology.